Welcome to A Parent Expert Navigators, your dedicated guide to mastering the art of parenting. Let's grow together.
Welcome to A Parent with your host, Anna Marie.
Hello, Expert Navigators. From my experience, most parents have a hard time choosing what kind of education, what kind of school they want for their children. And it's a big challenge, an important challenge, because it will have a big impact on our children's development. Parents are the first and most important educators of our children. So, it's crucial to choose a school that aligns with our philosophy and ideas. Once we find the right school, we should delegate a part of the education to the school, but never abdicate. Abdicate means here you have them, go ahead, educate my child. What we need instead is to always be involved. We need co-responsibility but with limits, which means working with the school but having a balance and always a sincere and respectful communication. It's essential for parents and the school work together, like a Venn diagram, meeting in the middle. Here we have a Venn diagram. Here we have the responsibility of the parents, the responsibility of the school, and in the middle is where we meet. There are some aspects that they're only for the parents, only for the family, and others that they're for the school, for the professionals. That's why it's very important to have a clear communication, but always with balance and respect. Trust in the school is key, and it's also very important to collaborate. This partnership should be built on mutual trust and ongoing involvement from both sides. Parents should avoid expressing any discontentment about the school with their children, because the children can lose trust in the school, and it would be absolutely against their positive growth and evolution. Instead, there should be communication from adult to adult. All the adults can communicate very clearly. So, let's explore what contemporary research says about the best ways to support our children's learning and growth. There are various educational methods that reflect different teaching and learning philosophies. Now we are going to talk about some well-known methods and the types of schools that practice them. Traditional education. This is the most widespread approach that follows a more structured format. The teacher is the central figure, and learning is typically guided by textbooks, lecturers, exams, and it's oriented toward clear, measurable academic goals. Traditional education is the one of traditional public and private schools. These schools generally follow the curriculum established by the government or the local educational authorities. And they have a strong focus on core subjects like math, language, science, and social studies. Another one, Montessori method. This method, developed by Maria Montessori, is based on the idea that children learn best when they have the freedom to explore and learn at their own pace in a prepared environment, and it encourages independence, self-discipline, and respect for others. The Montessori schools specialize in applying this approach with classrooms equipped with specific materials designed for children to learn through hands-on activities and experimentation. Waldorf method. This method was developed by Rudolf Steiner. This approach emphasizes the development of imagination, creativity, and practical skills. It focuses on educating the child as a whole intellectually, emotionally, and physically. Arts, music, and handicrafts are key elements of the curriculum. Waldorf schools implement Steiner's progressive and artistic curriculum with a strong emphasis on creativity, collaboration, and respecting each child's individual development pace. Reggio Emilia approach. This method views children as active participants in their own learning, who learn through exploration and discovery. Teachers guide students through project-based learning driven by the children's interests and fosters collaboration with families and the community. The Reggio Emilia schools are project-oriented, where the environment plays a crucial role in the learning process. Classrooms are often open spaces that promote interaction and exploration. Then we have project-based learning, PBL. This method centers on learning through long-term projects, where students apply knowledge from various fields to solve real-world problems. It promotes critical thinking, collaboration, and active learning. Progressive or innovative schools like the Apple Distinguished Schools, they usually follow this method. These types of schools usually implement PBL approaches where students work on multidisciplinary projects using knowledge from different subjects to solve problems. And it encourages critical thinking and collaboration and learning through hands-on experiences. Even though Apple certified schools are technologically based schools, it's important for them to have both technology and pen and paper activities. The technology has always to be focused on learning, not just on using technology or having distractions. Then we have the international schools. These schools typically follow an international curriculum, such as the International Baccalaureate schools, the IB schools, or the Cambridge system. And they focus on preparing the students for a globalized world with multicultural and multilingual approach. International schools are generally aimed to families seeking an international education. These schools offer a diverse environment and instruction in multiple languages. Then we have, for parents who are more adventurous, homeschooling. Homeschooling means parents or tutors teach children at home, using a variety of approaches and resources tailored to the child's learning style and pace. Homeschooling is a valid educational option in many countries, where parents design or select the curriculum they consider best for their children. Studies show that homeschooled kids often excel academically and have strong family bonds. It's important when doing homeschooling to be sure that children get in touch with other children to develop social abilities. Extracurricular activities are great for that. And finally, there is unschooling, which is a more relaxed form of homeschooling. Kids learn through everyday experiences rather than a set curriculum. This method promotes curiosity, self-motivation, and lifelong learning. Studies indicate that unschooled kids develop strong problem-solving skills and love for learning. It's perfect for children who learn best through exploration and real-life experiences. Again, it's important that children who are unschooled get involved in extracurricular activities to be able to get socialized with other children. Every child is unique, of course, and there's no one-size-fits-all aspects to the best schooling method. The key is to find the right fit for our child's personality, interest, and learning style. By understanding different schooling methods, we can make an informed decision that supports our child's development and happiness. Each of these methods and types of schools and options offer a unique perspective on how children learn and develop. And the best choice depends on the needs, values, and expectations of the family. When looking for a school for our children, it is essential, in addition to evaluating the educational methods and systems, the chosen school should be like the recipe of a great chef. There must be a balance between the key elements that contribute to the children's overall education. These basic elements, aside from the academic and knowledge aspects which are crucial, include three other fundamental aspects that should not be overlooked. The first aspect, the first one, is physical. The school must emphasize the importance of good nutrition and regular exercise promoting healthy habits. The second aspect is social. It is vital that the school environment fosters positive relationships based on values among classmates and all members of the educational community. And finally, the third aspect, and perhaps the most important, is the emotional one. It is crucial that the child feels comfortable, accepted, and valued within the school environment. This emotional aspect is the true gateway to any educational project. If our children feel happy, and that is at school, they will be motivated to learn, to take care of themselves, and to connect with others. If our children are not happy and at ease in the school, an emotional fence could develop, impeding both their academic progress and personal growth. Our children's well-being is absolutely key. Therefore, when choosing a school, it is essential to consider these factors. Apart from the academic, which is very important, we need to take into consideration the physical, the social, and the emotional, to be able to ensure a balanced and holistic education for our children. Once we have found a school and the learning method that appeals to us, it's important to research it, as well as ask other parents and their children, if we can, what they feel and think about the new school. And then we should visit the school, see how our children react to being there. Children often need time to adapt and adjust, and so taking time to observe them and listen to them as a way to address their needs, feelings, and thoughts will help them a lot. It's important our children to be involved in this decision. Again, the most important thing for any schooling method is for the focus to be around learning in healthy ways and pleasant, of course. Looking at things like this, we are most likely to find the best educational system and approach for our children. Thank you so much for being here with us. Like and subscribe for more content. Love, joy, and respect always. See you next time.
Become a better parent day by day with a parent.